Good morning, students. Today we will start our new topic, that is the second type of rocks, that is sedimentary rocks and its types. Already in the previous lecture we have discussed how sedimentary rocks are formed by the accumulation of sediments. And these sediments are generally broken rock particles. Broken rock particles, and they are brought down by stream and rivers in the form of mud, pebbles, gravel and sand. So they are deposited on the beds of rivers and oceans. The heavier particles, if we see the first one, that is heavier particles. And these heavier particles, they include the stones and pebbles. They are, you can say, deposited at the bottom, or they settle down first. And if we come to the second type, that is the light particles. The light particles, they include sand and silt. Sand and silt, they settle down next, second. And if we come to the third one, that is the lightest particles. These lightest particles, they include clay, normally clay, which settle down finally. That means heavier particles at the bottom, then the light and lightest on the top. So these particles which settle down, these all of these three, you can say these three, all of them are called the sediments. These are all known as sediments. So the sediments, they are deposited in layers. They are deposited in layers, one by one. And first this, the heavier, then the light, and then the first comes the heavier, second comes the bottom, comes the heavier, then above that light, and the topmost is your lightest. So fresh layers of sediments, they are piled over the previous. Piled का मतलब एक के ऊपर एक, जो पुरानी layers हैं उनके ऊपर एक के ऊपर एक वो sediments deposit होते रहते हैं, जमते रहते हैं. और जो weight होता है, that is of the top layer, सबसे ऊपर वाली layer का जो weight होता है वो नीचे वाली layers को press down, pressure डालता है lower layers पे, जिसकी वजह से जो layers होती हैं they hard, they becomes harden, and then finally the sedimentary rocks are formed. So students, this is how the sedimentary rocks formation takes place. So now if we come to the various types of rocks, that is sedimentary rocks. Now if we come to the first one, here you can see in the figure, you can see in this figure, that is the first one is your sandstone. This sandstone you are able to see in this picture. It is the common sedimentary rock, and it is formed when sand grains are compressed. So sand grains are compressed and they are cemented, means combined together. And you see the color of the sandstone, it may be your different colors, that is it can be of yellow color, it can be of brown color, and red as well as pink. These are the various colors in which the sandstone is formed. Here you can see in this picture the Red Fort. The Red Fort is in Delhi, that is made up of red sandstone. So this is about the first type of sedimentary rock, that is called the sandstone. If we come to the second one, you are able to see the picture, this conglomerate. This is the second type, conglomerate. How it is formed? This. The formation takes place when the lowest layers, सबसे नीचे वाली जो layers होती हैं sediments की, जिसके अंदर क्या क्या present होता है lowest layers में? Lowest layers में, that is pebbles, sand and gravel. इन तीनों के harden होने से, when they harden, then they form a conglomerate. So this is about the conglomerate. If we come to the third one, limestone, you are able to see this limestone. This is the limestone. It is formed from the remains of, that is remains of plants and animals. Plants and animals. And mineral that is present, the mineral which is present in this is known as calcite. Calcite. And chalk is the example of limestone. You can say chalk is the example. And it is formed from the shells and skeletons of, that is formed from the shells. शंख और सीपियाँ होते हैं ना जो सी क्रीचर्स आपने देखे होंगे वाइट कलर के, that is the shells and skeletons of sea creatures or animals, you can say. So this is about the limestone we have discussed. If we come to the next one, that is the fourth type, you are able to see the picture, that is called the shale. This is the shale. It is made up of clay. Shale is made up of, it is made up of, made up of clay and mud particles. clay and mud particles. So students, it is a very smooth sedimentary rock, very smooth. This is shale, is S for shale, S for smooth. Smooth sedimentary rock, and uses, you can write, the first one is to make tiles and then to make bricks. To make tiles and bricks. Tiles and bricks. So these are the uses of shale. Okay, now if we come to the last one, that is the fifth one, fifth type of sedimentary rock, that is the fossils. You are able to see in this picture the sedimentary rocks, they contain remains. The fossils are the remains of ancient, means old plants and animals. Plants and animals which are dead and decayed. Dead and decayed. Decayed means मरे हुए और सड़े हुए जो होते हैं, उनके जो remains हैं उनको हम fossils बोलते हैं. We call them as. So the definition of fossil, you can say this one, plants and animals that is dead and decayed. So dead and decayed, we call them as fossils. So this is about the fossils, and the fossils may be bones. They can include bones of the creatures, then shells, जो शंख टाइप होते हैं, फुटप्रिंट्स जो एनिमल्स के होते हैं या उनके फेदर्स के होते हैं, prints of animals, feathers, and beaks, you can see beaks of birds. उनको fossils कहते हैं. Even the leaf prints of plants. So students, these are the various 5 types of, you can say, the sedimentary rocks we have discussed. That is the sandstone first, second is conglomerate, third is limestone, fourth is shale, and fifth is fossil. So here today we have discussed the topic, the types of sedimentary rocks, their uses and how they are formed. So for today, thank you and have a nice day. Tomorrow we will start with the new topic, that is the types of metamorphic rocks. Thank you and have a nice day.